audio and everything. All right. We're going to stand at the end of our mat. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. We're going to roll down, articulate our spine down, doing a roll down. Just going nice and down. Shake your head yes, shake it no. And roll on up. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. This is really good to get the body moving. One more time down. I go one more. I put up 2 fingers. Now you're going to walk out. If walking out is not with you today, you can just go ahead and go down to your hands and knees. Roll on up. And back down. And roll on out again. Just hold there for a second. And then just go to your knees. And remembering always to listen to your body, okay? We're going to do some nice cat-cow. Just get some movement in that spine. This is really good just to start. Get the body nice and loose. Remember to inhale. Arching up. Exhale, chin down to the floor. You can also take some intuitive movement. What does your body need? How does it feel this morning? Or depending on where you are, the time of day. Okay. Now you're going to go ahead and take that left leg on out. And just lift it up to your hip. And down. Taking notice and being mindful that your hips are square. And lift. It doesn't have to be a really big move. Okay, very nice. I will definitely comment anything, and when everything's over, I will go back and read them, unless I can kind of see them from where I'm at. Remembering to breathe. Exhaling, inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Holding up. And bending down. We're going to switch the other side. Inhaling and exhaling, keeping those hips nice and square. This is wonderful for your spine. Get those hips in that lower back hold so much. Hope the music is not too loud. From where I'm at, it's low. Inhale, exhale, 2, and 1. All right, back down, beautiful. Next, we're gonna go back to the other side and we're gonna add our upper body. So you can have that leg out, arm out. Making sure we're nicely engaging our core. Think about pulling those ribs in towards each other and that belly button back towards your lower back. And we're gonna lift at the same time. Inhale, exhale. We're just making sure you're breathing. Trying to make sure your neck is straight. If you need to look at the screen, that's fine, but then go back. Lift and lower. And 3, and 2, and 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1, and gently place down. Very nice. All right. Now we're going to go to the other side. That alternating. All right. Inhale. Continuing to breathe. Very nice. That neck nice and straight. Pay attention to those hips. 3, 2, and pause. Hold up. 3, 2, and 1. And gently place it down. Very nice. You can just go ahead and go back into a child's pose. Arms straight, hips back. Lovely. Now come on up. And go ahead And go on down to our glutes, our bottom. Arms out straight, knees bent. We're going to go into a lovely little C curve, starting with the lower, where our pelvis is. Now you're going to look at articulating your spine, one vertebrae down at a time, protecting that back and pausing. Inhale, exhaling all the way up, and just come to sit straight up. Elongate that spine, get a nice lift there. Very nice. And back on up. Nice and controlled movements, making sure we're using our breath. And a nice again. Lovely, guys. 3 more. It feels so good. Yes. How are we doing over there? And 1 more. Now, I'm going to come back up for a second. Now, next when we're going down, we're just going to pause. And when we're going to take our right arm and just open up back. And come back in. And we're staying in that C curve. We're going to do the opposite side, arm out and back in. Nice and controlled. Your hips are not moving right. We want to have stability in those hips. Think about twisting through those ribs. It doesn't have to be a super big move. Trust your body where you are. Making sure I don't go over my 15 minutes I told you guys. Because it just feels so good. I will just keep going. I'm not going to do that. 1 more on each side. Back up. Lovely. Now we're going to have your legs out straight. Now you're going to go articulate your spine down. Lovely. Now our arms over our head. We're just going to do those roll-ups. Kind of similar to what we did when we were standing up. So arms up, tuck the chin. Think about rolling up that vertebrae, bringing that belly button towards your side. So it's kind of still that C curve, you see? And then back down. Nice, slow, and controlled. One of the things I absolutely love about this work is it's so good for the body. That back, ooh, it's like magic on your mat. And so there's so many different apparatuses that we can use with Pilates. But even just having a mat is absolutely amazing. And then one day be like, whoa, I feel so good. 2 more. And then we're going to, 1 more here. Now roll up. We're going to bend those knees back down. We're going to roll back down. Okay. So we're going to start. Let's go ahead and bring one leg in the tabletop and float the other leg in. And we're going to start with, we have a neutral spine, so that you can have like a little space in between your back there. And then the other is imprinting when the lower back is down. So ideally, we can start a neutral spine, but for your body, if you feel like imprint is better, listen to your body, okay? So we're going to start with the arms down and just going to do some simple little toe taps. So take that right and go down and then come back up into that 90 degrees. You can feel some activation in those lower abs. Remember to breathe. Inhale, exhale down and back up. And nice and controlled movements, okay? Nice. You guys are doing so good. Just for showing up for yourself is like one of the best things you could do. You know, sometimes we do so much for everybody else and we put ourselves on the back burner. So this is like awesome. Just even if it's something like 15 minutes to start, so good. All right, one more on each side. And taking note, I like to say, think about pulling those rib cage in towards each other to be nice and engaged. See, I said 2 more, I did it. All right, so we're gonna take our arms, our hands behind our head, still in that tabletop. And if you want, you can still keep, you don't have to use the chest lift where you are. So think about tucking that chin in. It protects that neck. And just lift with our chest. Inhale, exhale when you lift. And the move is coming from our chest. We're not pulling on our neck. So think about, and if you want, you could take a hand and place it on your abs. Place it on that core area and just feel that contraction. Feel those abs working. So good. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Now we're going to add a single leg stretch in that. I hope I'm not screaming because I'm like, every time I turn, I go right into the mic. Somebody be like, why is this girl so loud? Now, we're going to take right leg straight out and in. Making sure that pelvis is nice and stable. Right now, I'm just holding my head up, but feel free to lower if that's not in your body today, okay? Always challenging yourself, but also listening. Because the more you show up, the stronger you get. Yes. Now we're just going to add some crunches when we're doing it. Remembering not to pull. Was that Tevin Campbell? Oh man, I haven't heard this in a long time. All right, 2 and 1. Gently go down. You can take those knees in, kind of roll out. That should feel like a nice little massage for your lower back. All right, knees back down. Uh-oh, I'm getting close. We can go over like a couple minutes, right? You good? All right, we're just gonna add some little shoulder bridges in there. So arms back down by your side. Let's start with some tucks, right? So that's just, remember we showed you that imprint? So it's about the same thing. So tilting back and back up. So do some little pelvic tilts. I'll put my arm here. Hope. 3, 2, and 1. And now with that tilt, we're just going to take that and go all the way up to our shoulders, articulating our spine 1 vertebrae at a time, but staying at your shoulders. Do not go into your neck. And you should feel your hamstrings and your glutes engaged and articulating back down. Watching those knees, it's like so much, right? I'm like all the different instructions in Pilates. And back down. But your body's going to be like, yes, give me more. And you become addicted. Then you're part of our Pilates cult, yeah? And watching those knees, making sure they're not flaying out or in. There's also some props that we can use that help with that. Very nice. 3. One more up. Now I'm just going to pause here. I'm just going to do just a few little pulses. I'm not going to run you over too much. 3, 4. And 3, and 2, and 1. Pause up. Now roll on down. Almost done with those. I gotta throw just a couple of them in because shoulder bridges are just like yummy. Okay. Roll back on up. Now we're going to pause here. Now so you can start with doing a knee, or if you want, you could do an extension of the leg. I actually love these because I feel like it also stretches the hamstring, but this is great. And we're just going to do Just 5 of those little pulses. 5, 4, 3. Making sure those hips are stable. And gently place that foot down, staying lifted. The other foot. Ooh, that feels good. Do you have a bent knee? All right, place that foot down. Roll it down. So you guys did 15 minutes, so good. Hope you feel good. So even if it's just starting with 15 minutes, it's good. Just go ahead, windshield wiper out your legs, arms out. All right, breathing. Now just go ahead and start with your legs over to one side, the head in the opposite direction, breathing in and out. Another breath in and exhale. Go ahead and switch sides. Breathing. Legs out. Go ahead and do a roll up. Cross legs in the front. Take a nice deep breath in. One arm down. Go ahead and bending over to the side. Get a nice opening there. Down. Very lovely. You guys did awesome for showing up for yourself today, even if it's just 15 minutes. Moving your body, so good. All right, and I will see you again. And go ahead and grab my checklist. I have that's great. And you also go ahead and join my email list so you can know and get updates on when I'm going to be doing these lives, because I'm doing much, much more.